Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to explain successive approximation type of analog to digital converter. So, before going to start today's class, we are already completed about analog to digital converters. So, analog to digital converters means we are giving the analog input voltage that it will be converted into digital output value. So, the analog input voltage is proportional to digital output value, or it will be equivalent to digital output value. Analog input is nothing but it will be the amplitude of analog input is continuously changing with respective of time. So, digital output contains only two levels, binary 1 and binary 0. So, the analog input is continuously changing with respective of time. By using an electronic circuit, it is a type of analog to digital converter or ADC, or it is also known as A to D converter. So, the continuous analog input will be changed into discrete levels. The binary output, it contains the discrete values. The discrete values is nothing but it is in the form of ones and zeros. So, by using of an A to D converter, we can convert the continuous analog input is equals to digital value. So, the main advantage of analog to digital conversion is nothing but the digital contains less noise compared with analog signal. The main disadvantages of analog signal are the output of analog signal is more noise compared with digital signals. So, the analog signals is in the form of voltage or current, or it will be in the general devices like general is nothing but it will be in the temperature form, or it is also in the form of light, sound. So, the analog input will be converted into digital output. The measuring of digital value here by using of transducers. The analog input will be measured here by using of digital values or digital signals by using of transducers. Next, in microcontrollers, Arduino based signals also we can use. So, first we are already completed different type of analog to digital converters. A different type of analog to digital converters is nothing but successive approximation type of analog to digital converter, counter type, it is also known as digital ramp or staircase. Next, flash type, parallel type, simultaneous. Next, single slope, dual slope. These are the various methods for analog to digital conversion purpose. In last class, we are already completed about counter type. Counter type is also known as staircase or digital ramp method. So, in previous class only we can discuss on counter type. The main disadvantage of counter type is nothing but the operation is slow and the large time is required for conversion purpose. Operation is slow and conversion time is too large. So, that's why we go for another method of analog to digital converter, that is nothing but successive approximation type. The need of successive approximation type is nothing but in counter type is the basic type. It requires less number of blocks and circuit complexity is less in counter type. The main disadvantage of counter time is nothing but conversion time, that is nothing but analog to digital conversion time is too large, slow, and operation is slow. So, that's why we are converting it will be in digital type. It will be by using of analog to digital by using of successive approximation method. So, in analog to digital converters or A to D converters or ADCs, it produce a digital output that is proportional to analog signal. Here this is the analog signal. The analog signal is the input. The input analog signal is continuously changed, that is nothing but amplitude is continuously changing with respective of time by using a ADC, analog to digital conversion. Next, the analog input will be converted into digital signal. So, we can convert analog input equivalent to digital signal. Next, types of analog to digital converters are is nothing but next another value of analog to digital converter is nothing but a produced digital output is proportional to analog input. Changing in analog input, changing in analog input is nothing but the amplitude of analog input is continuously changing. So, the produced output is proportional to analog input. Different types of analog to digital converters are successive approximation, delta sigma analog to digital conversion, continuous continuous. Next, pipelined, dual slope, flash type, tracking type, single slope and counter type. So counter type is already completed in previous class. The counter type another name is staircase or step ramp. Staircase step ramp is also known as digital ramp or counter type. Flash type is another name is simultaneous ADC, is also known as parallel type ADC. So now I am going to explain the one type of analog to digital converter, that is successive approximation. So in counter type, the name itself indicating counting. So whenever the counting start in counter type, if at all analog input voltage is greater than DAC output voltage, here we are using one op amp. One op amp is a type of comparator. The comparator op amp, it compares analog input voltage. The analog input voltage is applied to non-inverting terminal of op amp, and the inverting terminal of op amp will be connected to digital to analog converter output in comparator counter type. So the comparator op amp is used in that case. It is used for comparing the analog input voltage with DAC output voltage. If the analog input voltage is greater than DAC output, the comparator is comparing and it will be greater than. Whenever it will be greater than, the analog input is greater than, the comparator is indicating high position. The comparator of output indicates high position, and AND gate is enabled. So whenever the AND gate is enabled, the clock pulses are transmitted and it reaches to the counter. So the counter, it starts the counting. So whenever analog voltage is less than DAC output, the AND gate is disabled, clock pulses do not reach the counter and counter stops counting. So the process of counter is nothing but it will be counting purpose. Counter, just counting, enable AND gate, and it will be stops counting, disabled AND gate purpose. Same here also, the name itself successive, number of successive bits are converted from analog input to digital output, successive approximation method. So it is most widely used analog to digital converter because it much shorter conversion time. The main disadvantage of counter time is nothing but it takes operation is slow, and also conversion time is slow. Conversion time is too large. So conversion time removing purpose or less conversion purpose, shorter conversion time purpose, we go for successive approximation. The main disadvantage of counter time is conversion time. Here the main advantage is conversion time is too shorter. So it is much shorter conversion time compared with counter type. Next, successive approximation analog to digital converter is most widely used and it is a popular analog to digital conversion. Most used and it is a popular type. The conversion time is here maintained constant, and the successive approximation analog to digital converter is proportional to number of bits in the digital output. So the successive approximation analog input will be proportional to digital output, and it is most popularly used ADC method, and the conversion time will be maintained as a constant. So the successive approximation, the analog input voltage is proportional to digital output. Successive approximation type of analog to digital converter, the basic principle here involved in the basic principle of this type of analog to digital converter is the unknown analog input voltage approximated against n-bit digital value by trying one bit at a time beginning with MSB. So the analog input voltage will be first converted into digital output. The analog input voltage will be approximated n-bit digital value. The digital values are n digits. So the n-bit digital value first trying with a MSB, or it will be the analog input voltage will be must converted with, or the start of conversion with MSB. MSB is nothing but most significant bit. So first analog input will be converted into most significant bit. The advantages of successive approximation method is the counting strategy is much faster result. So it will be the conversion time is too shorter. So the main advantage of successive approximation is conversion time is too shorter. So that's why we go for successive approximation register compared with counter type. So this is the block diagram of successive approximation register. In successive approximation register also, first we are taking the one comparator. The comparator is nothing but it is a op-amp type of comparator. Next, the output of comparator is given to successive approximation register. The successive approximation register is, it will be enclosed with three blocks: SOC, EOC, start of clock, end of clock. Next is the clock pulse, start, end, successive approximation. D1, D2, D3, D4 are the binary outputs or digital outputs. The digital outputs, it will be starts from MSB, most significant bit to least significant bit, D1, D2, D3, D4. And the successive approximation register output will be given to input of digital to analog converter. So here this is the digital to analog converter, converts digital values into analog values, and the output of digital to analog converter is nothing but it will be output is converted, output will be connected to op-amp comparator. Same just like counter type only. First we are taking the op-amp is nothing but it converts analog, it connects with analog input voltage, and also the op-amp another terminal, the op-amp here, the op-amp it works as a comparator. The another terminal of op-amp will be connected to digital to analog converter output. Next, comparator output is given to successive approximation register, and the successive approximation register contains start clock and end clock. Next, it will be connected with binary. The successive approximation register output is the binary values. The binary values is nothing but it values from D1 to D4. D1 is the most significant bit and D4 is the least significant bit. And the successive approximation output is given as a input to DAC. So the block diagram of successive approximation register mainly consists of, one is the digital to analog converter. Next, SOC, end clock, that is nothing but end of conversion, start of conversion. Start of conversion is nothing but SOC, EOC indicating end of conversion. Next, SAR is nothing but successive approximation register. Next, V in or VA is the input voltage. VD or V reference is nothing but reference voltage. The reference voltage or VD is transferred by DAC. DAC is nothing but digital to analog converter. So the digital to analog converter output is called VD. VD is nothing but digital to analog converter output voltage, or it is also known as V reference. VA or VIN is called input voltage, the input voltage of comparator. The input voltage is applied to non-inverting terminal, and the inverting terminal will be connected to DAC output. DAC is nothing but digital to analog conversion. SCR is nothing but successive approximation. SOC is nothing but start of clock pulse, start of conversion, and EOC is nothing but end of conversion, clock pulse. D1, D2, D3, D4 are the binary outputs. How it can work successive approximation register is nothing but it is most widely used analog to digital converter ADC because it much shorter conversion time. The conversion time is too short. Wherever counter type, the conversion time is too large. Here the conversion time is too short. So it is most widely used analog to digital converter because of shorter conversion time. If the analog input is greater than digital to analog converter output, so this is, so analog input is greater than digital to analog converter output. This is the analog input. The analog input is compared with DAC output. So if at all the analog input is greater than, that is nothing but VA is greater than digital to analog converter output. That is nothing but digital to analog converter is VD. So whenever VA is greater than VD, or it is also known as VIN greater than V reference, the comparator output is high and the bit is written to successive approximation register. So the comparator output is high and it will be goes to successive approximation register. Whereas in counter method, here we are taking one AND gate. In between counter and comparator, we are taking AND gate in counter method. Here we are directly applying comparator output to successive approximation register. So whenever the analog input is greater than digital to analog converter output, the comparator comparator output, it indicates the high position. Comparator comparing the analog input with DAC output. Whenever the analog input is greater than the comparator, it indicating high bit, and it will be the bit is retained to successive approximation register. If analog input is less than DAC output, the comparator output is low. So the comparator output is low only the condition of analog input is less than digital to analog converter output value. So it causing the bit of successive approximation register is nothing but it is using indicated by resetting. The resetting into malli again original position, causing the bit in the successive approximation reset. Next, working of successive approximation is nothing but the bits of digital to analog converter are enabled one at a time. The conversion system starting with MSB. So whenever the comparator will be high position, the bits are retained or the bits are transferred to successive approximation register. The bits of digital to analog converters are enabled. The successive approximation output is given to digital to analog converter. So the digital to analog converter is enabled one at a time, one bit at a time. The conversion system starting with MSB. The conversion system is starting with most significant bit. Then the next significant bit, first starting from most significant bit to next significant bit and so on until unless least significant bit. So the conversion starts from most significant bit to least significant bit. After all bits of digital to analog converter have been tried and the conversion is completed. So all the bits are started successive approximation register to digital to analog converter. Then next the conversion is completed. When the start signal goes low position, the successive approximation is cleared and start signal goes high, the conversion will be begins. Start signal is nothing but comparator is low, the successive approximation is cleared and it will be high and it start begins. Conversion starts begins. The processing of each bit takes one clock cycle and the total conversion time for here n successive approximation registers taking n clock pulses. Whereas in counter method that it will be required 2 power n minus 1 clock pulses. Here it requires n bit will be requires n clock pulses only. Each and every bit it takes 1 clock pulse. There the number of bits it take 2 power n minus 1 clock pulses in counter method. Here the number of bits is equals to number of clock pulses, that is nothing but the processing of each bit it takes 1 cycle and the total conversion time of n bit is equals to n number of clock pulses. Next the conversion time that is nothing but TC. The conversion time TC is nothing but the conversion time of successive approximation register ADC is equals to n clock pulses. Why? Because n number of signals require or n number of bits require n clock pulses. So the conversion time is equals to n clock pulses. First, same in counter method and successive approximation, the op-amp is used as a comparator in both cases. Here the op-amp both cases comparator comparing analog input with DAC output value. So first of all, whenever the comparator indicating high position, the bits are transferred to successive approximation register. It indicates the start of conversion. So the start of conversion and it will be converted into binary values. Next, again if at all the comparator output is low, that will be just indicating comparator output is low, end of conversion state, that is nothing but the successive approximation register requires resetting position and the binary bits are again resetting transferred to digital to analog converter and again it will be compared. First the comparison starts from first value and it will be compared values for analog input voltage with DAC. Whenever the comparator output is high, the successive approximation is enabled. Just it will be starts from MSB, most significant bit. Next, the bits of DAC is enabled at a time. The conversion starts with MSB and the next significant bit until unless it reaches to least significant bit. After DAC had been trained, the conversion is completed. After the bits of DAC means all the digital to analog conversions. After all the bits of digital to analog conversions have been tried, next the conversion is completed. So each and every time the bits of digital to analog converter is enabled one at a time. The conversion starts with most most significant bit to least significant bit. After all bits of digital to analog converter have been tried, the conversion is completed. After all bits, the conversion is completed. When the start signal is low, the SAR is cleared, successive approximation is cleared, register is cleared, and the start signal goes high, the conversion begins. Whenever start signal is low, it indicating EOS, end of conversion, or it will be high, it indicating start of conversion. Next, the successive approximation register requires n number of bits, requires n clock pulses only, whereas in counter method n number of bits required 2 power n minus 1, that is nothing but if at all 4 bits are the 4 bits required, there the clock pulses for 4 bits is nothing but 2 power 4 minus 1, 15 clock pulses, the 4 bit counter. So the 4 bit counter, it requires 2 power n minus 1 clock pulses. Here n number of bits require n clock pulses only. The conversion time will depends on the clock pulses or number of clock cycles. So first, the working of successive approximation, how it can work is, first let us, we are assuming the digital to analog converter ranges from 0 to 15 volts. Why? Because the digital to analog, the output value is in terms of analog only. So the digital to analog conversion range is from 0 to 15 volts. First we are assuming the output of digital to analog converters is in the range of 0 to 15 volts. Next, the binary input ranges from 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1. 0, 0, 0, 0 is indicating the least significant bit 0 value. 1, 1, 1 is indicating the 15. So 0, 0, 0, 0 to 15. The binary input ranges from 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1. So with 0, 0, 0, 0 producing 1 volt and it's so on. So whenever the value is 0, 0, 0, 0, the binary input is 0, 0, it produces the analog value as a 1 volt. So suppose the analog input voltage is 10.3. So the analog input voltage is nothing but the digital to analog converter output is 10.3 volts. So first, on the first clock pulse, the SAR is loaded with 1000. First clock pulse, the SAR, the successive approximation register, contains the value of 1000. So which is converted to 8 by using of digital, 8 volts by using of digital to analog converter. So first clock pulse SAR is nothing but it will be loaded the value of 1000. The 1000 indicating the binary value of 1000 value is equivalent to 8 volts. Next, 8 volts by using of digital to analog converter. So 1000 is converted into 8 volts. The conversion from 1000 to 8 volts by using of digital to analog converter. First, the comparator compares the 8 volts is less than analog input voltage 10.3. So the analog input voltage is nothing but first where we are applying analog input voltage, the comparator non-inverting terminal. So the unknown analog input voltage is nothing but 10.3 volts will be compared with, suppose unknown input voltage, that is nothing but DAC output, just it is the input of comparator, DAC output is the 8 volts. So first the comparator compares the 8 volts is less than analog input voltage. 8 volts is not DAC output, 8 volts is the DAC output, 10.3 is the not DAC output. The 10.3 is nothing but it is the unknown input of analog input voltage. So the unknown input of analog input voltage, for suppose 10.3 volts, the output of DAC, first the binary digits is nothing but 1000 or 1000, it will be converted into digital to analog converter. The 1000 value will be converted into 8 volts. The unknown voltage is already we are given as 10.3 volts. The comparator is nothing but the op-amp comparator is first comparing the 10.3 volts with 8 volts. The comparator compares 8 volts is less than unknown analog input voltage, that is nothing but 10.3. So the control logic retains the bit. The control logic retains the bit is nothing but the conversion will be stored. On the next clock pulse of SAR is loaded with 1100. So 1100 is nothing but next clock pulse is nothing but it will be loaded with 1100. The clock pulse is connected to SAR. So the next clock pulse of SAR is loaded with 1100. The output of 1100 is nothing but the digital value of 1100 converted into analog as a 12 volts. So 1100 is equivalent to 12 volts. 1100 is the binary value. The binary 110 is nothing but the analog input voltage 12 volts. So the comparator again compares. First 12 volts is greater than analog input voltage, that is nothing but analog input voltage is less than the comparator value, less than the DAC output value. The comparator indicating low position. Whenever the comparator indicating low position is nothing but the analog input is low compared with DAC output. If at all analog input is high compared with DAC, the comparator indicating high bit. The comparator indicating high bit only SAR will be retained and the clock pulses will be incremented. The comparator compares 12 volts is greater than analog input voltage. The comparator status it indicating the low position. So the control logic clears the bit and the output will be go back to 1000 only. Next, in the next clock pulse, the SAR is again loaded with 1010. The 1010 is nothing but the output of 1010 is nothing but 10 volts. Digital value of 1010 indicating as a 10 volts. So the comparator compares 10 volts is less than analog input voltage. So the control logic retains the bit. So on the next clock pulse, malli again SAR is loaded with 1011. So first from 100, 1010, next 1011. Each and every time it will be incremented to one position. The comparator compares the Next, the comparator compares SAR is loaded with 1010 and it will be low 10 volts. The 10 volts is less than 10.3. So that's why SAR is retained, and the next value is nothing but the comparator indicating high position and the SAR is retained. The comparator compares 10 volts is less than 10.3. Control logic retains. On the next clock pulse, SAR is loaded with 1011. The output of DAC 1011, digital value of 1011 is related to analog 11 volts. So the 11 volts which is the comparator determines greater than analog input. So the control logic again clears the bit. So the output of ADC is 1010, which is nearest to integer value of 10.3, at which all the registers have been processed and the conversion will be completed. So first of all, it will be first 10.3 is the unknown input voltage. So the clock pulses are loaded with 1000. The 100 is nothing but 8 volts. So the 8 volts is less than 10.3 volts. Again it will be retained. Next clock pulse is loaded with 1100. The 1100 indicating 12 volts. The 10.3 is nothing but unknown input voltage is nothing but 10.3 is less than 12 volts. So SAR clears the bit. Again it will be clock pulses is loaded with, next clock pulse is loaded with 1010. The 1010 binary value is nothing but it indicating 10 volts. The 10 volts will be compared with 10.3. 10.3 will be just unknown input voltage and the 10 volts is the DAC output. So first it will be compared 10 volts with 10.3. So the 10.3 is greater than 10 volts. It will be retained, and next clock pulse SAR is loaded with 1011 indicating the binary value of 1011 is nothing but 11. So 11 is just compared with 10.3. The comparator determines it is greater than analog input. Again the control logic is retains the bit. So the output of ADC 1010 only. 1010 is nothing but which is the nearest input of 1010 is the nearest input, that is nothing but 10 is the nearest input of 10.3 volts. At this point the register bits have been processed and the conversion completed. So the analog input is equals to binary value. But analog input is nothing but 10.3. The binary output is 1010. The 1010 again it will be converted into analog form as 10 volts. So 10 and 10.3 is the nearest value. So the process of conversion is completed. That is nothing but analog to digital converter. The analog input is nothing but 10.3 will be converted into digital value as a 1010. 1010 will be related to or near to analog input. Analog input is a 10.3. 1010 output is 10. So that it will be conversion will be stopped. So first time 1010 input comparator output is 0. Next 1100 each and every stage. 110 is nothing but the comparator output, it indicating the high position. High position malli again it will be retained. Malli again retained to original position 1010. Malli again the comparator output indicating 0 position. Next 1010 comparator output is 1. Next 1011 is nothing but 1011 is nothing but it is the value of 11 volts. The 11 volts also it will be retained to 0 only. So the final output displayed by the register is 1010 which represents the 10 volts. Same in this successive approximation register also each and every bit will be checked. Each and every bit the successive approximations. So each and every bit checking and it will be converted into analog voltage to digital value. Analog to digital converter. Here the conversion time is too short and the most accurate method of analog to digital conversion is successive approximation by comparing to remaining all other methods. So here the first each and every time it will be checking with more nearest bit and it will be converted. Next the conversion starts from most significant bit. Here the most significant bit to least significant bit. In general successive approximation register we are taking the number of bits. The number of bits is nothing but D0 to D7. D7 is the most significant bit. D0 is the least significant bit. For 8-bit conversion we are taking the binary digits. In general process here we are taking 8-bit process from we are taking from D0 to D7. D0 is the least significant bit. D7 is the most significant bit. So each and every time the successive approximation value will be compared with DAC output. First output of DAC is the most significant bit. The most significant bit value is first compared. The analog input voltage of most significant will be compared with analog input of comparator value. So the comparator compares the unknown input value with a D7 most significant bit value. Here we are using D1 or D7. So first most significant value will be compared with analog input voltage value. If at all it will be analog input is greater than DAC output, the value which is equals to 1/2 of reference voltage. Next it will be incremented and will goes to next significant bit. So next significant output will be if at all less than VAR. If at all most significant bit is less than analog input, next it will be go to next significant bit. If the next significant bit value is high compared with analog input voltage, so it indicating by the 0 position, again it will be incremented until unless it reaches to least significant bit. So the advantages of successive approximation register is the main successive approximation register, it operates high speed and more reliable. That is nothing but the conversion time is high and also conversion time is low. Conversion time is high in counter method. Here the conversion time is too shorter. Next it operates high speed. Counter method is low speed. Low speed of conversion and time taking is more, too large. Here the time taking is less and the speed conversion is more. Next accuracy also, conversion accuracy also more compared with all other analog to digital conversion. And equals analog bits are equally converted into digital values, or the analog input will be proportional to digital outputs, and conversion time is too shorter and the speed is also high. Next it has high accuracy. Next it takes low power consumption. Next operation is fast, conversion time is low, accuracy. Next the high speed and more reliable. Main disadvantages of successive approximation register is nothing but incorrect reading is obtained when noise signals are occurred. When noise is occurred, incorrect reading is there. Next it cost is high compared with counter type ADC. Next, the filter is used to reduce the noise signal, which is also reduce the total speed of operation. So noise reducing purpose, we are using internally filters. The filter using purpose, it reduces the speed of operation. Next, cost, compared with the counter type, it is more costly. So the cost is high compared with counter type ADC. Next, successive approximation features are, the resolution is nothing but reciprocal of number of bits. Definition of resolution, the resolution is nothing but 8 to 18 bits. The sampling rate is nothing but 3 is. Next, advantages is nothing but it requires 12 low power. To have 12 bit conversion, it requires 1.5 ms. Next, it requires 1.7 milliwatts of power conversion from analog to digital conversion. Next, low cost, no pipeline delay. Next, lower sampling rates. Sampling is nothing but fs greater than or equals to 2fm, sampling theorem. Sampling in signal frequency is greater than or equals to twice of modulating frequency. Typical applications is nothing but instrumentation, industrial control, data acquisitions. These are the successive approximation register information. Next, some multiple choice questions is there. It will be related to successive approximation or ADCs, all ADC type of conversions. How many control lines are present in analog to digital conversion in addition to reference voltage? So how many control lines? 3, 2, 1, none of the above. So 2 control lines are used for analog to digital conversion in addition to reference voltage. Why we are telling 2 means, the analog to digital conversion has 2 additional control lines. The 2 additional control lines is nothing but start input when the start conversion, that is nothing but SOC. Here we are using SOC and EOC. SOC is nothing but additionally start of conversion and end of conversion. So additionally it requires 2 control lines. The 2 control lines are is nothing but first start input, that is nothing but ADC when to start of conversion, EOC is nothing but end of conversion. 2 additional control lines is start conversion and end conversion. Second question, calculate the conversion time bit for a 12-bit counter type ADC with 1 MHz clock frequency to convert a full scale input. First calculate conversion time. Conversion time TC. Conversion time total. Next, a 12-bit counter type ADC 1 MHz clock frequency convert to full scale input. In counter type it requires 12-bit is nothing but 1 or 2 power 12 minus 1. That is nothing but 4.095. First counter type it requires, for 4-bit counter it requires 2 power n minus 1. Here we are using 12-bit counter. 12-bit counter is nothing but 2 power 12 minus 1. The 2 power 12 value is nothing but 4096. Next, the frequency is given. Frequency f is equals to 1 megahertz. So first conversion time, calculate conversion time. Time t is equals to 1 by f. So conversion time, and it is a 12-bit counter type ADC. In 12-bit counter time it requires 4095 clock pulses. So first 4.095, 4.095 microseconds, milliseconds and 4.095 seconds. So all are related to 4.095, but the units are different. All are seconds only, but it will be microsecond or millisecond or second. So the answer is 4.095 milliseconds. How we can tell 4.095 milliseconds is nothing but, the question is first calculate conversion time. The conversion time is nothing but it is in the form of units, seconds only. So first conversion time in form of seconds. A 12-bit counter type 1 megahertz clock frequency. Frequency is in 1 megahertz. So first explanation is nothing but the conversion time it requires 2 power n minus 1 clock periods. So the 2 power n minus 1 nothing but 2 power 12 minus 1, that is nothing but 4.095. First it requires 4095 clock pulses. The 4095 is nothing but 4.095 takes time period of 4.1095 milliseconds. Next, how many clock pulses do a successive approximation converter requires to obtain the digital output? So how many clock pulses a successive approximation converter requires obtaining a digital output? 6, 8, 12, none of the above. So the successive approximation register is nothing but just now only we can discuss number of clock pulses is equals to number of bits. The successive approximation technique is a very efficient code search strategy to compute n-bit conversion. It requires n number of clock pulses only. So the n-bit clock pulses it requires n number of bits. N bit equal to n clock pulses, and that's why we cannot tell how many clock pulses in a successive approximation register to convert. So number of bits is equals to number of clock pulses. Next question, which compares the output of successive approximation type DVM. So successive approximation type comparator. What are the equipment we are uses? It as a comparator. Which equipment it works as a comparator, or which block it works as a comparator, which compares the output of a output in a successive approximation type digital to voltmeter. Op-amp, diode, comparator, rectifier. So we are using comparator. A comparator is used to compare the output of digital to analog converter successive approximation register. The comparator provides high or low signals. So a comparator is used to compare the digital to analog converter successive approximation DVM. So the comparator here we are using op-amp type of comparator. Our comparator compares the analog input voltage to DAC output voltage. So the result of comparator is provides comparator output is either high value or low value. Next question, accuracy is depends on the external supply. Is it true or false? Accuracy is nothing but output will be related to ideal output. Practical output will be related to ideal output. Next, that is nothing but accuracy is nothing but false. Accuracy depends on the external supply, means it is a false statement. How we can tell this is the false statement is nothing but in successive approximation type digital to voltmeter, the accuracy is depends on the internal reference voltage. So it is also depends on the accuracy of digital to analog converter that is used in the circuit. So accuracy doesn't depends on the external supply. Accuracy depends on the internal reference supply. It is also depends on the digital to analog converter used in the circuit. So based on the digital to analog converter also we can estimate the accuracy. Next, what condition digital to analog conversion is made? Analog to digital conversion is made on what condition, and digital to analog conversion is made on what condition? So here VA greater than VD, VA less than or equals to VD, VA less than or greater than or equals to VD, VA not equals to VD. So the VA less than VD, the output of comparator becomes low and AND gate is disabled. That stops counting, and the time digital output of counter represents the analog input voltage. The digital output counter represents the analog input voltage. So here we are taking the analog input voltage converted to comparator. The comparator consists of analog input, and one terminal of comparator will be connected to digital to analog converter, and the digital to analog converter will be connected to binary counter. Binary counter is nothing but connected to resetting. Next, the comparator output is given to AND gate. AND gate will be connected to clock pulse. AND gate one terminal will be connected to clock pulse, and another input of AND gate is nothing but output of comparator. The AND gate output is again connected to binary counter. Binary counter input is the AND gate output, and binary counter output is the DAC. So the condition it requires is nothing but when VA less than VD, VA is nothing but analog input, is less than VD, the output of comparator becomes low. So when the output of comparator is low, the AND gate is disabled. So AND gate disabled means the counter stops counting at the time the digital output of the comparator represents the analog input voltage. Then only the digital output, and that time the digital output is nothing but binary output of the counter. It represents the analog input voltage. So the condition only VA greater than VD. So this is all about successive approximation register. So this is in 6th chapter we are completed analog signals definition, digital signal definition. Next, After analog and digital signals, next we have the instrumentation amplifier. Instrumentation amplifier using 3 op amps, and the 3 op amps after again analog to digital converter definition, digital to analog converter. Next, digital to analog converter types like weighted resistor, binary weighted resistor, and R2 2R ladder network. And the last topics in the analog to digital converter is counter type method and successive approximation digital type, and the differences between counter type and successive approximation register. The successive approximation register is time taking for conversion is too shorter and the speed is more and accuracy also more. So these are all about successive approximation register type. So today we are completed about successive approximation type ADC, block diagram, that is nothing but circuit diagram. So it consists of comparator, start conversion, end conversion, digital to analog converter block. Compared to counter type, the conversion time is too shorter and the speed is more and accuracy also more. Next, here also same, the comparator is used as a op amp. Op amp compares analog input with DAC output. Whenever analog input is high compared with digital, the comparator indicating high position, it goes to start of conversion. That is nothing but successive approximation. So it will be retained to successive approximation register. The successive approximation register is nothing but that value of successive approximation is binary. If at all VL less than VD, it stops counting. End of conversion is activated. End of conversion, the clock pulses is just the end of conversion. Next, again it will be retained. And next, the conversion time is nothing but it is equals to conversion time is equals to number of clock pulses. Here one clock cycle is used for one conversion time. So the total conversion time is equals to number of clock pulses. Next, if at all for example we are taking example of input voltage 10.3, the 10.3 will be compared with first the binary value of 100. The 100 output is nothing but 8 volts. The 8 volts is less than 10.3. So first it will be 10.3 is greater than 8 volts. So it will be control logic retains into high position. So SAR is again SAR compared with next bit is nothing but 1100 12 volts. The 12 volts is less 12 volts is greater than 10.3. Next, comparator goes on indicating low position and it will be clears the bit and again it will be go back to 1000. Next clock pulse is loaded, again the next clock pulse is incremented and it is compared. So each and every successive time it will be compared with next bit. So whenever the comparator position is high, the successive approximation bit is retained, otherwise it will be cleared. So advantages is nothing but high accuracy, low power consumption, operation is fast, conversion time is low. Next, the main circuit cost is high compared with counter type. Next is nothing but here the incorrect reading is obtained when noise is entered. Successive approximation are used in instrumentation, industrial applications, data acquisitions. Next, some multiple choice questions is nothing but successive approximation. The how many control lines in analog to digital converter is nothing but ADC uses in a successive approximation 2 control lines. One is a start of conversion and second one is the end of conversion. Next, op amp is used as a comparator. Next, n number of bits is equals to n clock pulses. So this is all about successive approximation register. So in 6th chapter of our LIC subject is analog to digital converter, digital to analog converter and instrumentation amplifiers. So instrumentation amplifier is the first topic, then afterwards analog to digital converters, next to digital to analog converters. Analog to digital we are discussed is two types, one is a counter and another one is a successive approximation, whereas digital to analog converter we discussed weighted resistor type, binary weighted resistor type, R2 to our ladder network. Along with we have 4 definitions like resolution, accuracy, settling time and monotonicity. These are all about 6th chapter of our LIC subject. Thank you all.